there's still Trinamere open and available, which we have seen is the highest banned top laner currently in playoffs. I'm not sure if he's going to go towards it. He just ends up taking the Jace, so something that has a pretty fine matchup. The Graves is going to have priority early with Jace. Quite comfortable in that one just to scale up. And ultimately, I feel like RNG have done a lot to ensure that they have tools to contest JDG, and that's something I was concerned about. Bot lane, who have reset a Dirk already for Gala, means no real contest can come for this, and this is just perfect for RNG, right? They are not the most kill-heavy team in the early game, very much around securing those neutrals and still accruing gold leads in the lane, so they get that first round. Simply because of the amount of pressure come down. Now, level 6 from Volibear, so easy to dive here.
Yeah, you can't stay here. You have to walk away. The Spirit rushes over the wall. They're going to try and burn all as many summoners as they possibly can, and there's nowhere for you to go. 2 birds, 1 stone. That's 2 kills to RNG.
Yeah, just flawless play, and that's the power that I was talking about. The Volibear Ari post 6, you lean into a side, and there is this
They have a 6th sense, and they know something's going on. This is a level 4 hope and missing going in to try and contest this one, trying to help out their team as much as they possibly can. Wei, though, with no ult, is a little bit of a sitting duck. Just about got it off cooldown, but it's not enough, and that is a rare mistake from RNG in their macro play, just not respecting the rotations from JDG.
Yeah, and I think this is a smart one from JDG. If they gave over the Herald as well to RNG, it'd be a bit of a disaster. But just critically, oh no, Yagao.
He might be in a lot of trouble here. The tether nearly goes on. He had to flash there.
Time Gala hasn't really been doing anything. He went mid, picked up some CS there, but now he's heading towards bot, and that tower is still fairly healthy in the bot lane.
It's going to be a 4v4, though. They're going to go for the full fight, and that's Hope dead and buried. They're going to have the TP coming in from the right, so it's going to be another native 4v4. Remember, you don't have the Varus here as the charm goes wide. Kanavi trying to see if he can stay alive. One more Mantra Q will be tanked by JDG as they keep themselves alive, but you've had to commit everybody up towards that top side, and Gala's free hitting bot.
Yeah, I mean, he still hasn't got to the tower yet. I think that's the critical thing, is that JDG trying to find these windows, especially not if your bot lane is involved because of discrepancy, but they'll drop the Herald top. They won't get first tower, but they'll get a bunch of plates. And I like that even though they have this massive deficit, JDG are still trying to be proactive. They're still trying to get something in the tank.
Finally, Hope has level 6. They are finally able to let the feathers fly. We will see another charge from the Rift Herald. Don't think they'll be able to get the tower, as there is a pretty stoic defense here from RNG, but
to try and chase down 369. A lot of places for him to hide in the jungle. It's not really worth it, so he should be able to get... I was thinking he'd be able to get out, but they might be looking for a play mid with the flank coming in.
They have no chain of corruption. That's going to be a nice little bit of damage already onto Gala. The big healthy man is dead. They are trying to push him now underneath the turret, though. 369 will fall. That will go over to Ming. It's a trade of 1 for 1. Not exactly ideal from JDG, but opportunistic.
Yeah, and they get a plate as well. I just find it amazing that 369's chased out a bot lane. Oh, they're looking for more.
Wow, that's a flash forward as they try and take down this Karma. Finally, a little bit of gold income goes over to Hope, but you got to deal now with the jungler and the mid laner. Never mind, RNG are too slow in the rotation, and we got equal kills on the board.
Flawless play, honestly, from JDG. Despite the deficit, they find this opportunity. 369 chased out of his lane, turns it into a long flank.
30 reset before that dragon in a minute.
Yeah, and I don't think they'll quite be able to get this tower, but just applying so much pressure here. Oh, do you see Wei looking now?
Here we go. Everfrost doesn't quite land. Yagao gets stunned up with the charm. They're going to pop down the chain of corruption as here goes the Volibear. They get 1 kill on the bin, and that's going to be another one as well. RNG finally tearing apart JDG and saying there's nowhere for you to go, nowhere for you to hide. 2 kills for Xiaohu, and this game has finally been blown open.
Yeah, I mean, RNG find a window to punish, and with a beautiful flank from Xiaohu, they look to do so.
They get an inhib turret.
Yeah, Herald as well. They can easily get this tier 2. I think they're just going to leave it after that, not too concerned about the inhibitor, but they will look for resets before that dragon. That's one thing to be noted. There's a TP on Yagao. Kanavi are missing a respawning. Dragon in 20 seconds. They want to be back on the map. They want to get that third dragon. And honestly, at this point, one thing I will say is a lot of ults were used by RNG, but similar for the side of JDG, right? Quickness down, the kick from Kanavi. They're in a rough spot if they try and contest this.
Yagao, he's on a flank of flanks right now as Wei finds him. It is going to be a level 11 rise, kind of putting down some pretty decent damage here. He's going to try and turn it back just to get the stun off. Should be able to survive, I would say that, but with the shock blast. Oh, there it is. A little bit of scorch damage right at the end, and that's going to be the jungler dead, which means you don't get this dragon, and that's a big win for JDG. And despite RNG coming out on top in so many of these plays, it does feel like JDG have got some answers.
Yeah, I mean, JDG just don't believe in gold deficits at this
Oh,
point.
the Realm Warp, it's good, and it's found Gala, and that's going to be a kill coming out, but the TP is here. Now Xiaohu looking for those resets, will miss the Everfrost as he trying to land the charm. He's looking for a good opportunity to make it work as Bin is dealing with hope as he tried to make this one work. The Navi is almost dead, but he's on the backside. He smites to keep his health alive. This is such a scrappy fight as everyone's going, but when all things are lost, hope shall remain as JDG have somehow come out on top.
I don't know how they keep doing this. They're at such a deficit, and they just don't care. They don't believe in it. They consistently look for these challenges, look for these fights. It feels like RNG are being...
Talk about the single target damage. If someone gets caught, which we have seen multiple times now from RNG, one person getting isolated, moving around by themselves, not really respecting the fact that JDG could make things work. But now, as I say that, maybe a little bit of an overextension here. They're going to look for the charm. It goes right between the sticks. They get the knock-up on the Xiaohu, and Xiaohu is dead. They're going to take down the Rakan. It's a bit of a response, but Hope is shredding it right now. JDG are ahead in this game. JDG are going to turn for the Baron, and JDG are going to be able to control this map.
I mean, just what a flawless fight, and missing. He sees Xiaohu dive in and turns it around onto him, catches him on the very final Spirit Rush to get that play in. JDG this whole game fighting from a deficit, able to absolutely deliver, and can now turn this into a Baron and will finally have a gold lead.
We're going to see them now going towards that Baron, and this is just JDG. Honestly, what an incredible comeback. They played so smart. They played so respectful towards how they could, and just RNG just didn't give them the same juice.
I feel like, you know, the deficit we saw in the bot lane, and they managed to bring it back, just deliver in such a fantastic way, but they will secure that second dragon. They still have a minute 40 on that Baron in pocket. Yeah, 45 seconds still that dragon, right? And we just saw in that last fight, Gala ended up burning Flash. 369 in a bit of trouble.
He's in a lot of trouble here. They're going to flash in on top of him and try and catch him out. He is dead. That's a key pick. These are long death timers right now. That's 50 seconds of the map, and Baron's just spawned. JDG will not have that big poke.
Yeah, I think you look for it, and you have the ability to turn if you catch someone with that Chains of Corruption. If Xiaohu can look for someone with the charm, JDG going to have to try and respond for this. There is opportunity for Knav to steal, right? The Lee Sin great at stealing Barons because of that execute damage with the smite. But this is where JDG's solid game could go out of control.
Here we go. TP coming in, but RNG are prepared. They know it's going to happen. They're going to immediately go in, so Yagao has to flash as soon as he arrives. But Gala's already dead. The Everfrost stops Xiaohu from moving as he gets his Spirit Rush to try and catch out Knavi, who's a little bit isolated from the rest of the team. But it's still a 4v4. They're trying to burst down this Lee Sin. There are the feathers going flying, and Hope turns it back. No jungler shall survive, and it's a 2-for-2 trade.
Yeah, but I mean, the big thing is 369. He was already dead, so he's going to be able to TP in. And they're actually going to look for the Baron now. RNG, this is a hard contest, so Xiaohu, no ultimate. The Ari will be significantly subdued here.
Yeah, they're going to be significantly subdued and a lot of poke damage. Xiaohu went down to about half HP. Baron down to about a third of its own. As we see now, there's the Realm Warp coming in. They're going to try and just kind of dissuade them. It's going to be on Ming, but he can't get in position in time. They are going to try and get themselves out, or maybe they look for the fight. JDG get the Baron. They are hunting. They need to be a little bit careful, though, but Yagao is so tanky. He's such a big, beefy man that you are just intimidated, and you have to walk away, because that will happen. Karma is popped, and there's nowhere for you to run right now, Xiaohu. You need to try and get out as quickly as you possibly can. JDG will turn back for the dragon. That's going to be their Infernal Soul point, and RNG are thoroughly on the ropes.
Just again, great play coming out. Pressure.
Gonna look for it in the top side. Baron has subsided, but they are still looking to try and take down this tier 3. See Yagao now pushing forward unafraid, just putting down so much work onto Bin. Bin can't trade this back right now. He's gonna get taken out if he doesn't go stasis straight away. So that's his Zonya's all of a sudden taken off the board. They are going to use the Realm Warp, bring some minions towards this top side, and they're just stretching RNG, pulling them in different directions. RNG are struggling to keep it together.
Yeah, and there is some good poke coming down from Gala, but the ult comes in, but no charm connecting from Xiaohu, and now that's a big tool not available. JDG feels so confident.
They feel so confident. Wei does go golden to try and keep himself alive. He has to use his ultimate defensively, and we talked about how they don't really have engaged. Now even less engaged with the Volibear having to ult away as Gala loses half his health bar from one accelerated shock blast, and JDG, they may look for the end right now.
Yeah, I mean, they can just keep applying the pressure. People are having to reset. from RNG. There's a super minion. They are pushing down.
Oh my god, there's so much damage there onto the Nexus turrets, and they're not going to overstep. There's a minute until the Dragon Soul spawns. They know that they have everything going for them. They just need to dot their I's, cross their T's, and they should be able to come out of this game with a win.
It's so different vision so they can look for it, but I think the commit is going to be onto this Dragon. If they get the Soul, it's going to be even harder for RNG, so they're fishing to try and contest this one.
Here we go, 4,000 HP onto the Dragon. Wei has to go in with the ultimate. They're going to try and burst it out, and it's taken by the Varus. It only gives you a little bit of a respite, nothing more. Here we go, Kanavi gets the kickback, but maybe he gives his life. No, he had the GA, so he's totally fine with that one, and Hope is aggressive. Hope knows how powerful he is. He said, you bully me in the early game, now it's my time to shine.
Double TP coming in, they're going straight for the end, and RNG, Gala's in trouble.
Gala is in a lot of trouble, but he's got a lot of damage. That's Kanavi dead. Now you're only got yourself 2 people to defend.
There's a Jace in your base.
There's a Jace in your base with a Rise as well. They both TP'd in. You have to try and get there somehow, some way. They will have been. They have got the 2 auto attackers. It's big damage here from RNG, but they've got a lot of minions to deal with.
Oh, Gala's looking for the poke here.
He's got a little bit of it, but it's going to be so difficult. They're going to be able to take down the Nexus turret number 2. There's a great charm coming out as well, and that's going to be game 1. JDG.